So with regards to movement, what I'd like to see you do too is not commit to so many heavy options in front of me, as far as if you happen to go, like, let's say for a smash attack, or if you're going to go for a dash attack, you want to try and use it to whiff punish me. Don't just go ahead and go, I'm gonna, like, here's the thing, if you go for a dash attack to break my zone because you think I'm going to run up and then like throw an up tilt, and before my up tilt even happens you're just in my face because I'm still dashing, and then you catch me early, then sure. But if you're going to be jumping in with anything, specifically Nair, I want you to try and bait me out of shield, or if you happen to hit me with something and let's say if you aren't ready for it, you can now try and reset it for the future or get like a tech chase versus getting an actual combo. Okay, so as far as your pokes, I'd like to see you, if you're going to jump in with Nair, or if you're going to run up and go for like jab, or go like Nair into like a single jab or a down tilt or anything like that, I'd rather see you go up if you hit my shield and then dash away. So don't commit, let's say running in or jumping in and going for like Nair into hope for the best, basically. Because if your Nair hits my shield, yes, it is safe, but the next thing is not going to be safe if it's dash attack or down tilt or jabs on shield. Okay, if I'm staying in shield for the entirety of whatever you're going for, then you can still use that information for the future to get like tomahawk grabs and just try and send me off stage and get like either a ledge trap situation, probably not an edge guard unless you're going to go for like a soft Nair, but for the most part a ledge trap. For a lot of it at the end there, I was running up and shielding, and you were also shielding as well too. There's genuinely more of a reason for me to shield than for you, and the only reason why I say that is because you just weren't grabbing. If you're shielding because you're afraid of getting hit, then of course I can use that, but for me it's like, okay, you're not going to grab me, so as soon as you hit my shield, I'm going to just do what I want to do. So when we were both running up and shielding, for me, I don't feel like, maybe I'm wrong for this, but I don't feel like I had conditioned you enough to believe that you should be scared and shielding that much. Using your shield or using your shield as part of your movement is not wrong, but your character is so fast, right? Your fast fall speed is the fastest in the game, and your ability to mix somebody up with even like a double jump in front of someone like this should be part of your game. It should be a huge part of your game, right? If you're jumping in front of my shield and I think you're going to come down, I could like try and up smash you, and let's say you jump away and then you come down and you get an air afterwards, or let's say you jump and you jump back like this and then come down from the side, and you're probably not going to grab, but for me it'd be a grab. For you to go for like a dash attack, right? Or run up and go for a down tilt or something, and then get a combo or a tech chase going off of that. So using some double jumps in neutral just to try and bait me out of shield if I am shielding quite heavily. Besides that, like as far as using your Nair, like I was saying, you're trying to get information out of me with regards to your movement. That's the point of movement besides keeping yourself safe. So if I was to jump on you, for example, if I was to go like falling up air and then dash away, that is more useful to me versus going falling up air into like immediate up tilt, or falling up air into immediate jab, or like falling up air into immediate down tilt, because those are not safe on shield. The falling up air is -5, but everything else is not safe at all. So I'm better off to do this into shield, right, or this into run away. And if I hit your shield, oh, he's gonna jump immediately with a Nair, next time I can go shield or falling up air, shield, up smash, or falling up air, shield, then I can rising Nair to catch your the end leg of your Nair, or I can drop shield and up tilt while you're in the air, right, and just try and catch you for that. So you can be doing the exact same thing to me, and honestly I feel like it's easier or better for Fox because he's so much faster, and you also have a single hit Nair, which is just, in my opinion, better than a multi-hit Nair. And yours is safer on shield than mine. Yours is -2 or mine is -6. The long and short of it is, don't commit to too many big options immediately when you're trying to condition somebody or play around their shield. Good catch. That's better. That's one of the things too, is your character, he doesn't need to have 1,000 openings and just do like chip damage. If that's all I'm giving to you, then that's different. But if you can use your movement to make a big mistake, then by all means, just dance in front until you can get a combo, right? It's kind of the same thing for Falco too. I don't really want to be pushing tons of buttons on you until it's time to actually push buttons on you.
Because a lot of times I'll go like Nair and then do something like this, and then do a dash, or I'll do, usually I think I do this shield.
So actually I had kind of a session, but not really a session, kind of like a chill and play with Izza yesterday, and we were talking about that too. I was kind of falling into a similar thing or similar pattern where it's like, okay, I would land with Nair, then immediately down tilt, or land with Nair, immediately up tilt, or whatever it was. And realistically, and I've actually just deciphered my own gameplay further than that, I shouldn't really, at least as Falco, I should not be jumping in with Nair nearly as much as I am. But also that auto attack, or auto tilt as he was calling it, it's not necessary to throw out, because realistically the whole situation shouldn't be happening. I shouldn't be throwing in, like, let's say, jumping in with Nair and then hoping for the best with up tilt. If I'm thinking, okay, he's going to just run into this, I should be trying to remove that from my my overall play style, or overall, I guess, thought process of how I'm playing. So same thing for you, where it's like, okay, if you think that you have a read on how I like to play out of shield, so let's say if I go, you nair my shield and I try and grab you, so you're going nair into jab and I'm dropping shield and getting hit, then that's totally fine. But you shouldn't be trying to do that immediately. Or same thing with like nair into down tilt. I'd rather see you go for nair into like dash away and just make your attacks a little bit fewer and further in between. And what I mean by that is spend more time on your movement and less on your attacks, because when you get a genuine mistake on my part, you will get an actual punish, right? I could say another thing to go along with that is you want to try and make sure that you're punishing the obvious mistakes on my part. Okay? What I mean by that is if I do an empty hop, like let's say rising aerial, if I do like rising nair or rising fair, you should know that I'm not going to be able to just instantly shield when I get to the ground because they have landing lag. And I also can't double jump before touching the ground and like air dodge or do something to get away from that. If it's a short hop, nair, or fair. Or actually, short hop any of my aerials, actually. So, if I do a rising aerial of any sort, as long as you're out of my burst range, you're not going to get hit by my attack, as soon as you see me leave the ground, you can fully react to me leaving the ground, the attack happening, and me touching the ground again. Right? It's not like you have 3 frames. You have the entire short hop to react. And if you're out of the way and you see me throw anything like that and I've missed, you can go for a dash attack every single time.
Playing in the range where I'm close enough where I can whiff punish, like say like right here, but also say I'm playing like an Incineroar or something and they just like throw out a side B. I feel like I get caught by that a lot.
So there's 2 things there. Number one, if you're getting caught by that online, I wouldn't even stress that because it's literally online and shit just happens. If you're getting caught by it offline, what you should be thinking about is what you want to be thinking about is that you're deliberately going into this spot to make them believe that they can actually use that move. That's the point of breaking someone's zone. Say, okay, you're inside this zone. I'm going to go for my move that is like my best move in this zone. So let's say if it's side B for Incineroar, so I can just like catch you, throw you off stage, get a ton of damage. Maybe it's stacked with revenge, whatever it might be. So as soon as you get into this zone, you need to know what can I do to defend myself if and when that move actually comes out, because you know it's going to happen. You can either empty hop to jump over top of it, or you can dash out of the way. You could try and spot dodge it, but I wouldn't trust that because now you're opening yourself up to a lot of other things. So if you get into this range, don't think for a single second, oh, he's just going to not do it. Or even better than that, don't think to yourself that it's a surprise when it happens, right? If you're in this range, like that's how we started the first game. Actually, is as soon as you get into this range, if I see that you're just dashing and you're not really doing anything, I'm going to just side B you. It's going to go like this because you can't do anything against that. On reaction, it's just no shot. But what you can do is try your best to be in and out of that range. And if you ever get into this range where you think it could happen, you want to make sure that you are fully prepared to jump, fully prepared to dash out to dash out of the way. Okay? It's not guaranteed that you're going to get a punish, but you want me to show my hand and say, okay, if you get into this range, I'm trigger happy enough to believe that I can just go ahead and side B and I'm going to catch you. In the case of a command grab, you can't shield, but against like Falco, you absolutely can. Right? Or if it's like a myth or a dash attack, same thing. So you're running up to here and you're shielding in that situation for against a character that you can shield against. But against the command grabs like Incineroar or Ganon, you do have to jump or dash out of the way. Once you've been given the, in quotations, genuine mistake on my part or on the opponent's part, you now have to know how to play from that position and get the most out of your punish. So if let's say, for example, if you have someone land on your shield, what's your best punish or potential best punish? Is it just nair out of shield? If that's what it is, then that's fine. Is it fair out of shield? Is it get a grab? Is it up smash depending on their percent? That's one part of it. The other part is if you happen to actually whiff punish them as far as dashing out of the way and now they're just doing this right in front of you. So if you're here, now you have also access to your dash attack, right? You can get dash attack into like rising nair, for example, or dash attack into, I don't know, whatever your combo would be depending on the percent. It could be up tilts at lower percents as well too. When you're doing this over and over again, I also want to preface this as well for aiming to play at higher levels of play. You're not going to get a ton of super insane combos all the time. But if you are going to get, like, let's say, just dash attack into nair and that's all you get, if you constantly get that, and I'm constantly doing side B and missing, and I'm getting hit, or I'm landing on your shield every single time, even if you're only doing, let's say, 14 to 20% every exchange, that's 14 to 20% that you're doing to me that I'm not doing to you. right? So after 3 or 4 exchanges, if I haven't learned, first of all, if I haven't learned, let's say I'm doing side B on shield, and then let's say another time I go for a dash attack on your shield, or I jump up with like a nair on your shield or something, and I keep on getting caught, you don't have to do too much to win that game, right? You can rely a lot on your movement, and as soon as I make a genuine mistake, like I said, so side B, dash attack, landing on your shield with nair, or basically landing on your shield with anything, right? Missing a grab right in front of you, if I smash attack your shield. If your punish is simple and you're able to turn it into a situation, so let's say you get me up onto a platform or up into a juggle situation or off stage, then you can now snowball the game and just continue to use your movement, because when you have a lead, I had to chase you. I had to make something happen.